What's up, crypto people? If you're new here, I'm Kevin Crates. We go over 5 charts every day. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, DOT, and ADA. It's been an interesting roller coaster ride of emotion in the crypto markets over the last 24 hours as Bitcoin peaks above $50,000, trades there for a brief period of time before returning down to the low 49,000s, currently trading around 48.9. But as far as the rest of the crypto market goes, I mean, there's a lot to be bullish about right now. We had Cardano trading very close to $3 today, pulling back just a little bit at the moment around 287, but absolutely undeniably bullish. Cardano keeps pumping up in price and hanging on to a lot of those price action gains. We had BNB, Binance Coin, trading above $500 again today, pulling back a little bit at the moment around 496, with BNB looking very bullish lately. XRP trading around 123, Polkadot around 27, Solana still in the mid 70s, Terra Luna trading around $31. We have Matic around 159. Avalanche still trading around $45. I mean, as far as the market goes, there is still a lot to be bullish about at the moment. I saw this article trending all over the place today, and I thought we should touch on it for a few minutes. Visa enters NFT market, buys CryptoPunk for $150,000. This is just the beginning. Curry Sheffield, head of crypto at Visa, was quoted saying, "Our excitement about this project is less about any individual punk and more about the CryptoPunk collection as a whole and what it represents, the beginnings of a new chapter for digital commerce. This is just the beginning. We're eager to continue building our NFT collection and to support the diverse group of artists and creators working in this space." And this is very huge news. I mean, as fun as it is watching the Axie Infinity space grow and to see celebrities like Gary Vaynerchuk and other people get all hype about NFTs, when Visa starts to collect NFTs, that is absolutely a moment to take notice. And I know a lot of people say they don't understand NFTs or they feel that it's a bubble, and it's important to keep in mind that is how a lot of people feel about crypto, period. So if you're not personally involved in NFTs, if you're not researching it, I just wanted to kind of throw this out there just because when Visa starts collecting NFTs, I mean, that is absolutely a huge deal, and I would not be surprised to see MasterCard or even other huge companies start to get involved in the NFT space. Looking at Bitcoin's daily charts, our notes on from last time we talked about Bitcoin. Bitcoin trading above $50,000. I mean, what a huge moment that was, considering the last few months. May 19th, prices crashed down to around $30,000. The entire crypto market takes a beating. And here we are all these months later seeing Bitcoin trading back above $50,000. So where does price action go from here is everyone's question. If we turn off all these notes, in my opinion, things are still looking very bullish. But before we even talk about that, let's talk about this 1 week chart. The weekly chart is looking very interesting for Bitcoin, especially this candle right here. We talked about this for a few days, how we wanted to see price action close above that baseline, just above 47,000, and we get this nice close above 49,000, a great close for Bitcoin on the weekly, and things are looking much more bullish on this weekly chart than they have in quite some time. Because when we compare Bitcoin and Ethereum's weekly chart, which we've been doing here for quite some time, Ethereum looking much more bullish than Bitcoin for quite a while now. Not only that, blasting above the conversion and baseline, but getting stuck in that range there on the daily chart. You can even see it more clearly that Ethereum had a very decent, consistent pump, and then ever since then it's pretty much just flatlined, just trading sideways, not really pumping, not really dipping, whereas Bitcoin, some wilder swings in price, and that weekly chart getting capped off by that baseline, unlike Ethereum, which had no problem getting above the baseline. But Bitcoin was very stuck down there, and with this weekly close, it really does give Bitcoin a much more bullish opportunity, and I wouldn't be surprised if that is what gives Ethereum the green light to continue pumping. Let's jump over to Bitcoin's 4-hour chart. We'll talk more in detail about Ethereum in a moment. As far as price action goes for Bitcoin, I really don't want to see it dip too far below 48.4 where that baseline is. However, if it does, there is a possibility it may bounce off this moving average as it comes up around 47.3, 47.4, somewhere in that range. You can see here Bitcoin has been bouncing off that moving average on this 4-hour chart quite a few times on this uptrend. So there is the possibility if it does lose that 48.4 support level that it does possibly trend down to around 47.4, 47.5. Maybe get a bounce off there and continue this uptrend. But Bitcoin on the 4-hour is still looking very bullish. As far as the scenario where price action would not look so bullish is if Bitcoin drops below 48.4, drops below 47.4, and trends all the way down outside that Kumo cloud below those moving averages around 44.2. That would not be terrible, but it would give us some indication that this uptrend is starting to lose a bit of steam. But as far as the hourly charts go, you can see here stochastic RSI nice and low on the 4 hour, low on the 3 hour, low on the 2 hour, low on the 1 hour, and a little bit high on the 1 day, but in a range right around here where you can see it's run into a bit of resistance and support in that area before. So you might see it kind of lag in this area as it consolidates. And then from there, as far as the hourly charts go, do give us some indication that price action could possibly trend higher from here. Not to mention conversion line, baseline, uptrend, lagging span. This breakout on the daily has not even happened yet. It's just continuing to uptrend from here. So there is the possibility for a breakout on the daily chart. So let's turn our notes on, talk about price targets for Bitcoin. My breakout target is still 53,000. Bit of resistance now at 50,000. Current resistance at 49.8. Decent support at 48.9, which it's currently bouncing off of. Below that, keep my eye on that baseline, which we just talked about on the 4 hour chart around 48.4. And below that, I keep my eye on that moving average on the 4 hour chart, which we just talked about around 47.4. And the crucial support Bitcoin needs to stay above is around 44.2. Looking at Ethereum's daily chart, let's turn our notes on from last time we talked about Ethereum. Our price targets for Ethereum haven't changed too much since Ethereum hasn't moved too much. But as far as price action goes for Ethereum, in my opinion, is still looking very bullish. If we take a look at the stochastic RSI down here, you can see it's very low on the 1 day chart. But if we jump to that 4 hour chart, it's very high and dropping. If we jump to the 3 hour chart, also high. If we jump to the 2 hour chart, it's dropped down quite a bit. And if we jump down to the 1 hour chart, you can see here stochastic RSI nice and low. So I do feel that Ethereum needs to keep consolidating at this higher range while the 4 and 3 hour stochastic RSI drops a bit. But that 1 day chart is giving us signals that Ethereum may be ready to pump up in price. Especially with Bitcoin above the baseline on the weekly chart, I do feel that's related to Ethereum's pump. Ethereum's pump was very consistent on the 1 day, and I really do feel that carried the market. When we compare that to Bitcoin's 1 day, we had the pump and the pullback, pump, pullback, versus Ethereum just put on this consistent show. When Ethereum got to this range here, it's just been trading sideways ever since, and I do feel that it was waiting for Bitcoin to catch up because, in my opinion, Bitcoin was lagging behind Ethereum for most of this pump. But now with both of them, especially on that weekly chart, in a much more bullish position than they have both been in months, that really, in my opinion, does open up the opportunity for some of these breakout targets to finally happen for Ethereum and Bitcoin. As far as price targets go for Ethereum, my breakout targets are still the same, 3,500 to around 4,000. As far as pullback targets go, let's jump to the 4 hour chart and talk about pullback targets. For the time being, bit of resistance around 33.9, 3,400, decent support at 32.85. Below that, keep my eye on 3,200. Below that, I keep my eye on this moving average as it comes up here around 3,150, where we may see another bounce like we saw there. Below that, keep my eye on 3,060, 3,050, and the crucial support level for the time being is around 2,960. Looking at Solana's daily charts, our notes on from last time we talked about Solana. Solana, in my opinion, is still looking very bullish. I mean, as far as price action goes, this was a very aggressive move. That stochastic RSI just gotten way too high. Just needed to keep consolidating for a little bit longer. You can see here stochastic RSI has dropped down a bit to an area where it has bounced before. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Solana pump in price from here. Let's jump to that 4 hour chart and talk about price targets. I mean, the 4 hour chart looks great. Stochastic RSI nice and low. You can see here price is trending towards the Kumo cloud. Didn't quite challenge it. Holding support around 70. Not even challenging as low as 70. Reclaimed resistance here around 74. Trading around $76 right now. Solana on that 4 hour chart is looking very bullish. I would not be surprised to see it retest all-time highs around $82 soon. So as far as price targets go for the time being, since it is above that $74, $75 level, let's add a new resistance level here for the time being. So current resistance level that Solana needs to get above is around $77. It's got a bit of support now at 75. Below that, I keep my eye on 70. I'd be very surprised to see Solana dip below that. If it does, I keep my eye on this moving average as it comes up. Look for a bounce around 67, and the crucial support level is around $58 for Solana. Looking at DOT, Polkadot's daily charts are notes on from last time we talked about DOT. DOT, in my opinion, is extremely bullish. I mean, DOT under $30, I've said it a few times on this channel, is extremely undervalued. For whatever reason, DOT just tends to recover slower than the rest of the market. You can see here the lagging span has not even popped through, and DOT has already trended back to around $28, $27. And on that 4 hour chart, that extremely consistent uptrend, running into a bit of resistance right now. But DOT, look at that stochastic RSI, nice and low, still looking very bullish in my opinion. I would not be surprised to see DOT well above $30 again soon. As far as price targets go for DOT, it's going to be the same as last time since DOT is still stuck in that range. Breakout targets of $31 to $35, resistance around 28.3. Below that, keep my eye on that support level of around $24, and below that around 22, and the crucial support level for DOT is around $21. Looking at ADA's daily charts, our notes on from last time we talked about Cardano. Cardano looking extremely bullish, and it is no mystery why. With smart contracts right around the corner, I mean, price action, in my opinion, should just continue to pump unless there is a dump in the market. I mean, if Bitcoin and Ethereum Ethereum do pull back, it's no question that the majority of the market will pull back with Bitcoin and Ethereum. But with smart contracts right around the corner, I can't see Cardano having a huge pullback unless there's a massive market dump. Even in that scenario, anything below 250 at this point for ADA would really shock me. In my opinion, ADA should be trading above $3 soon. I mean, if we just turn off these notes for a moment and kind of just jump through different time frames for ADA from the 4 hours down to the 3 to the 2 down to the 1, even if we jump down to the 45 and 30 minute time frames, ADA is still looking very bullish, and it's no mystery why. I mean, smart contracts are right around the corner. Cardano is a huge community behind it, and again, I would not be shocked to see Cardano trading above $3. Let's turn on our notes, talk about price targets. As far as price action goes for Cardano, anything above 297, it's off the price discovery. As far as pullbacks go, it's got a decent amount of support around 281. I'd be surprised to see a dip too far below there, but again, it depends on Bitcoin and Ethereum. In the event that the market does have a decent pullback, keep my eye on 268, and below that for the time being, I'm just keeping my eye on that 257 mark for Cardano. All right, crypto people, that's all for today. If you enjoy this content, if you find it brings you value, if you could just take a moment, scroll down, drop a like, maybe leave a comment, helps this channel out a ton. I appreciate you guys. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm out.